Cars, homes, and six-digit salaries. It may sound like a dream life, but these two guys said goodbye to their lavish lifestyle to live in a more frugal world. Joshua Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus, a.k.a. the Minimalists, are here in Austin on a world book tour and here to explain why someone would just give up all of this stuff. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. So paint me a picture of your life before.
5 years ago, my life was radically different. I'm 32 now. When I was 27, I was the youngest director in my company's history, and I had all the trappings of success. You know, the big house with more bedrooms than people. I had the fancy cars, the closets filled with clothes, all of the stuff in my life. And then I realized that maybe that stuff wasn't really making me happy. I didn't feel fulfilled. Even though I was ostensibly successful, I didn't feel successful on the inside.
And you two are best friends, and you were in the same boat.
Yeah, we've known each other since we were fat little fifth graders. But yeah, it's funny, if you were to tell my 18-year-old self what my 28-year-old self was going to have, I would have been the most excited 18-year-old ever. And since I was 18 years old, I had pursued nothing but things, nothing but a bigger promotion, a better car, a bigger house. And, you know, when I got to be 28 years old and had everything that I was supposed to have, I realized that those pursuits weren't making me happy. Those things weren't making me happy.
So everybody wanted what you two had, but you wanted what other people had or didn't have.
Right. Well, I discovered this whole community of people. Two things happened in my life. My mother died and my marriage ended, both in the same month. And I started looking around at all my stuff, and then I found this community of people online, and all these people were minimalists. They had radically different lifestyles. People with kids, or single guys that traveled the world, or big families. And I found that all these people were much happier than the so-called rich guys that I worked with in the corporate world.
So how do you change your life at this point? How do you reverse it?
So it got to a point where I didn't know what was important. And to kind of help me figure out what was important, I did this thing called a packing party, where I packed everything in my 2,000 square foot condo as if I were moving. And then I unpacked things as I needed it day by day. So I literally packed everything, my toiletries, my clothes, my bed sheets. I even packed up my furniture, literally acted like I was moving. So each day for 21 days, I unpacked only the items I needed. And after that, I had about 80% of my stuff still packed in boxes.
You didn't even need it.
Yeah, just sitting there. I looked at those boxes and couldn't even remember what was in most of them. And that was kind of my light bulb moment. All those things that I bought that was supposed to make me happy, it just wasn't doing its job. And that was really where the Minimalists.com started, with that 21-day packing party. So if someone is looking to start, you know, I would say do a packing party. If that's a little too extreme, which it probably is for most, just start a packing party with one room. That attic that is overflowing, or the garage that is overflowing, that one room that you constantly walk by and just kind of put out of your mind because there's too much stuff in there.
And you two are in town, obviously, on this world tour, but you're stopping by South by a little bit later this morning. And then you're going to be at Book People tonight. People can show up for free, meet you two, and get your new book signed.
Yeah.
Correct. And the book is called?
Yeah, the book is Everything That Remains, and this is about the last 5 years of our lives. It's about our stories from suit and tie corporate guys to minimalists.
Thank you so much for being here this morning. It's so interesting. I've got to read the book, and we're going to have more information if you missed any of that on our website at kxan.com.